Let's hear what our expert has to say about missing women on the street.
Women that work the street are much more likely to be victims of violence. Part of the process of making a deal with the customer is getting in the car with them and driving away. So it's not like he has to go and grab somebody out of a yard. It's an easy target for him to get a woman in a position where he's alone and he can hurt her. There's also an awful lot of anger against these women, and many of these men are they're just looking for someone to abuse, and they believe that nobody's going to believe this person anyway if she called the police, and she's not likely to call the police anyway. She may be too addicted, she's not going to remember who he is, and she's just easy prey for someone who wants to hurt somebody. There are some of these men who believe that if he gives her a little bit of money, he can do whatever he wants with her. It doesn't matter whether it hurts her or not. That's her occupation, is to put herself at his mercy. They run a very high risk of being murdered. I would say probably 100 times more likely that a woman involved in prostitution is murdered than you or I. They do move from city to city often, not the really addicted ones, but people with less addictions. They do move from city to city. Part of it is the transient nature and the chaos in the life of the women. People aren't reported missing so often because very often the people that they have that know that the person didn't come back from a date, very often that person has warrants and they don't want to talk to the police because they're afraid of getting arrested. Or they're criminals themselves, or they're addicts themselves, and they're just more concerned about dealing with their own business. It is a code on the street not to talk to the police, not to tell the police street business. The street has its own culture, its own laws, its own rules.